Hey guys, what's up today? I got a short little vlog for you. I got a little job. I figured I'd just bring you guys along with me. I have a guard that I made. There's a valve in the lower cargo hold that has an air connection that gets broken a lot because, you know, people loading cargo, you know, people walking by, it's a really easy spot to hit and break. So I fabricated a guard to protect it. I'll show you guys. Gotta take it down. I gotta get it all the way to the lower cargo hold though. So I got a rope here ready to lower everything and get everything installed. Hopefully I cut everything correctly so that it'll fit perfectly. It's a little tricky spot, but I think it should be okay. We'll see. And hopefully we'll get it installed here. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. So let me go grab it and we'll get started. All right, so here's what I've made. The valve hopefully will fit perfectly in here. And there was an air line coming off the side of the valve that I guess people so easily could bump into and damage it and break it. So this will protect it. I put some, you know, stuff here to protect it. Just made a steel frame here. And this is what I'll use to mount it down there. There's a piece of flat stock going to the deck. And hopefully I'm gonna fix this there. I'll have to drill 2 holes down below and that'll mount this. And then I'll put something under the legs so that it's not metal to metal. And hopefully we'll be good. So let's go down in the lower cargo hold here. So a good ways down and we'll get started. Guys, so here's what we were doing. This guard here that we showed, that's essentially what it's doing is protecting this line that comes off right here. And you know, people walk by here, it could be anybody, and it sticks right out. It's so, this is the walkway. So people would hit this very easily, not by really fault of their own, and damage this. So this is going to protect any of that from happening. And I made 2 spots right here where we can drill holes, and that will mount it there and protect this. Shouldn't be any more problems. Should be no more problem. So we're just going to go ahead and get it bolted up here. Alright guys, so the bar that had those 2 holes in it, where I'm going to use for mounting it, on that piece of flat metal there where I'm going to mount it, there's a little lip, and I want to grind it down so that the piece can match flush. So I need to go get a grinder real quick, and I'll just grind it down, and then I'll be able to mount this thing. It'll be bolted all up. We made it sort of bolt in place, so we don't have to weld up and down here. A lot easier. So I just need to go get a grinder real quick, up in the shop, and then we'll grind it down smooth and drill 2 holes for the mounting bolts, and then we'll pretty much be done at that point. So I'm gonna run to the shop real quick and then we'll be right back. All right guys, so I just ground off this piece here because it was sitting up too high for my crossbar to go across, my bar that goes across. So it should be good now. So we're gonna try to put it back in place and get some holes drilled here. All right guys, so I got the 2 holes drilled here. Put my bolts in here, and I'll put the nuts on in just a moment. And this is also, I fabricated this so that it's bolted on both sides, so that if you ever need to remove this cage, you can pretty much remove it. So this could be mounted to that, and then it will be protecting everything here. That's the whole object of it. So it looks like everything turned out perfect. Just gonna make sure it's aligned up perfect, which it looks like it's good. And then we'll come back later and we'll smack a little bit of paint on it and we'll call it done. And then we shouldn't have any more problems with this. All right guys, so it's time for a nice hot tea right now. 10 a.m. in the morning. So I'll go do that. Just sit down and catch my breath for a minute. Everything turned out perfect. You know, there's the old saying, measure twice, cut once. You know, I always double check because that's a lot of things that had to be right there. Too many things in the way, you know what I mean? And especially in hard to get through places like that. I don't want to go up and down any more than I have to. So it turned out perfect, so I'm happy with that. We'll come back to the break. A little bit of paint slap on it so it doesn't just rust up. After which we'll call it done. All right guys, so I'm up in my room now. Actually got a cup of coffee. My favorite tea is not there anymore. I think we ran out, but I'll find some different tea. I like the nice, strong, English style black tea, but this morning I got a cup of coffee anyway, so that's good. The good thing also is it's not super cold outside like it was a couple days, so not too bad. But anyway, we'll take a little break here,
And then hopefully I'll have a chance I can run down and grab a little can of paint. Don't need much. Throw some paint on it. That way we can call it done. Don't have to go back down anymore. And always feels good when you have a job and you have to do a lot of measurements because there's a lot of stuff in the way. And then it turns out right when you take the piece down, you put it in, boom, goes in perfect. So that's a good feeling for starting the day off here. Saturday, which is a good day, the weekend day here, and then tomorrow is Sunday. Take it easy day after work, and then do my laundry and stuff like that. So after a little break here, we'll head back out, throw some paint on it, and it'll be about lunchtime, and we will call this job done.
All right, guys, so we're back from break. I got a small little can of paint. We're gonna go down there and put some paint on it. Like I said before, shouldn't take too long. I'll just gather up the tools in my bucket and all that stuff. Try to get it up before lunchtime. Got about an hour and 15 minutes or so. So should be able to get that done, get everything out of here so I don't have to go back down again. And then at that point, we're all done and time for lunch. So let's go get started.
Alright guys, so here you go. It's all painted now. Should be okay. So now we get the stuff out of here and head back up. So I got my little bucket of tools here and a rope. So I just go up one deck at a time and pull it up right after as I go until we get out.
Alright guys, so that's just another example of a little job we might do out here on a regular day on the ship. Every day it's something different. It's not the same thing every day, never. But as we say, a boring day is a good day, meaning that if nothing crazy is going on, that's a good day. Quiet is good. So anyway, that's another little job scratched off a list. I'm gonna go walk back, get ready, cleaned up for lunchtime, and in the afternoon we can start on something new. I'll let you take a look outside. It's not a beautiful day today, but I'll let you take a little bit look before we close out the video.